Okay, September 8th, 2024. Another tub update, continuing to take down the tubs. Should say, um, yesterday, when I was taking down those tubs, I usually go and when I'm taking stuff down, I take down the tubs that I didn't think produced first, just because I want to see if, uh, get some resolution. Was there anything that happened or not? Which yesterday clearly was not. And I should add too that I didn't film it, but I also took down the gold barb tub yesterday. There was nothing in it. Um, but also, I like to do the non-producing tubs first, just because uh, better to start with the negative and then move on to the ones that did well and end on a high note. So just to add a little bit more as we go see the tailless cat here. Um, oh, hello. Yeah, you're very, very friendly and very chunky. Very chunky. Um, this, basically, when I take down the tubs, the plants that are in them, I put them in these concrete mixing tubs, um, at least for the time being. Some of this stuff I'll overwinter outside in the concrete mixing tubs, but there's only a limited number of plants that can take that kind of cold because we do get a real, proper winter here. Uh, there's some other plants that I will take inside in a little bit once I've gotten more of the tubs taken down and overwinter them indoors. And then there's some, like these mints, that I'm keeping in water because they are still flowering and they're providing a nectar resource for local insects. So I like to keep them going through September, just provide that resource for the native wildlife. As for what tubs I'm going to be processing today, well, we're going to start with a tub that is probably going to be mediocre. Hoping to at least get some fish out of this, but we'll see. It's the Aphanius vladykovi tub. Um, haven't really seen. Well, I lost several of the males that I put in here, and I had a couple weeks back. I did see a couple of females swimming around, so I think they're still around. And then also a couple weeks back, I saw one really little fry swimming around. As you can see, the plants really went crazy in this tub, particularly the water celery. If you remember, the water celery was in a pot that was probably, that big, and now is taking up half the tub. It's even outcrowding the watercress, which is often the plant that will overcrowd itself. So, but yeah, basically the plan is pull these plants out, see what, if any, Aphanius vladykovi I got, and then hopefully if I get some, show you to them in a what am I trying to say? Put them in a specimen container so that you can see them from the side and actually get a good view of what they look like. The other tub I'm going to do today is the Aphanius mento tub. As I just saw them swimming around, I know there are a bunch of juveniles in here. I think this tub did pretty well this year. I thought about leaving it longer, but last year I had a bunch of juveniles in both. I was running two Aphanius mento tubs last year, if you remember, and I left them till late September, and they went from being full of fish to mostly dying off. So I just figured this year I'm not going to take any chances and just process them, now, kind of, second week into September, and just bring them in now, because that is a fish that, well, it's one of my favorites. One of my, if I could only keep 5 fish, it would definitely be one of them. It would even be in the top 3. And then if I have time today, I think I'll also process the platy tub. I've seen both the male and the female that I started with are still in here, and they've got a bunch of offspring. So it's going to be interesting to pull this down and see what the platy offspring look like. So yeah, that is the plan for today, and I will update you shortly on how it went. Okay, process the vladykovi tub. Did not get any fryer juveniles. However, I did recover all 4 females. This is what a female vladykovi looks like, the spotted fish. All 4 female vladykovi that I put out, and also 2 of the males, but only the little guys. These guys aren't as big as the females. I had 2 little guys that I put in later in the season that I initially had just kept inside. The male's the guy with the stripes and the blue dorsal. I should say the males look really bland. This semi-mature male looks bland. When they get fully mature, like as big or bigger than that female, they get kind of a navy blue color with olive and are a much more attractive looking fish. But yeah, basically no production from them this year, but at least I have enough that, provided I don't have any losses over winter, I can try again next year and hopefully have better luck. And I got to figure out why they didn't go this time. I suspect that tub in the back, it's deep, it gets shaded a lot of the day from these trees here. I suspect that it maybe just didn't get warm enough for them to breed. Now, on the other hand, I haven't started pulling fish yet, but if you can look in the Aphanius mento tub, yeah, different story here. Much more fish. I don't know if you can see it through the glare, but yeah, we got lots more fish, lots more fry in this tub. So yeah, I'll be scooping out all. This is the hard part, is all of this junk on the bottom. The fish get mixed in with it. It's very hard to separate them, so I'll be going in and first taking out all of the mulm on the bottom, and then pulling Aphanius mento out. So that is the plan. Okay, process the Aphanius mento tub. Recovered 1 pair of breeders. That's the male on the left, totally colored down. Normally he would be velvety black with blue spots. That larger fish on the right there is a female, and then that is the little guy is a juvenile. Now, in this bucket, I have the juveniles, which you can't see very well because they're all stuck in the not stuck, but there's a bunch of detritus that went in there with them. But basically I pulled over 120 juveniles out of that tub. But and this happened last year too. The few juveniles I did recover, a bunch of them did this as soon as I pulled them out of the tub. And this wasn't, I wasn't going and, you know, I was very gently netting them, wasn't, you know, dropping them on anything, etc. And then you just pull them out of the tub, you know, stick them in the bucket, and their backs curl, they often get discolored, and their gills get really red, and they start breathing hard, and I don't think they recover, and I don't know why this happens. And haven't had it happen in prior years, but last year I had some of this, and then this year I've got between 25 and 30 of the 125 juveniles that I pulled had this reaction, and I don't know why. I'm gonna, you know, try to keep these guys around a bit just to see if they will recover and revive, but I am not optimistic. But yeah, it's just a weird thing. So I'm gonna take all these guys in, the mento and the vladykovi, and start acclimating them. And I do think I will go and take down the platy bucket today. So back in a bit. And the platy Ziphophorus maculatus bucket is down, and this is the result. 2 big ones are the original breeders. The white one is the female, the Mickey Mouse yellow and red one is the male. Interestingly, the female, when I got her, she was pure white with just a red dorsal, but outside she developed black on her top. You can see the offspring are kind of there's not a ton of them. There's like, I don't know, 7 or 8. Most of them have the Mickey Mouse trait, and they're kind of a mix of the parents, although they're mainly taken after the male. But hopefully I can continue working this line and start producing a platy that is it's going to be good to, interesting to look at from the top for in a tub. And like I said, I'm not disappointed that I only got a few fry, because I'm really just getting these are an F1 cross. But I'm trying to get these F1s to then recross them next year to see what pops out. And yeah, you don't need a ton of them for that. So anyway, that is what's going on here. And there's a cat in the window. Later.